For 150 years, doctors called your appendix useless. Then they looked inside it. What they found broke a textbook. The appendix sits in your lower right abdomen, about the size of your pinky finger. Surgeons remove 280,000 of them every year in the United States alone. And the standard answer for what it actually does has been the same since 1871. Nothing. Charles Darwin himself wrote that the appendix was vestigial, a useless evolutionary leftover. Medical schools have repeated it for a century and a half. But in 2007, a Duke University team published a paper that broke the consensus. The appendix has a job. It is hiding bacteria, trillions of them. And the science is now rewriting what we tell surgery patients about an organ we kept calling disposable. In 1871, Charles Darwin published The Descent of Man. He argued that the human appendix was a shrunken remnant, a leftover from a herbivorous ancestor that needed extra fermentation space. By Darwin's logic, the appendix was a useless vestige, like a tailbone or a wisdom tooth. The medical world accepted it. Routine appendectomy began in 1894 when surgeon Charles McBurney removed an inflamed one through a small incision. By 1980, the procedure was so common it was the standard teaching surgery for residents. American hospitals removed nearly 320,000 appendices a year. Patients went home. They lived normal lives. No measurable health effect was reported. To medicine, that was proof the organ was disposable. In 2007, Duke University immunologist William Parker and his team published a paper in the Journal of Theoretical Biology. Parker had been studying the appendix's microscopic structure, and what he saw did not fit the vestigial theory. The interior of a healthy appendix is packed with lymphoid tissue, the same immune tissue that lines your tonsils. Coating the inside is a thick biofilm of beneficial bacteria, trillions of them. The appendix sits behind the ileocecal valve, the one-way gateway between your small and large intestine. It is the only part of your digestive tract that is partially sealed off. That position is not accidental. It is a vault, and the vault is full. Parker's team called it the Safe-House hypothesis. In the developed world, where deadly gut infections are rare, the appendix looks vestigial. But across most of human history, dysentery and cholera killed children faster than any predator. After such an infection, the gut microbiome collapses. Without a reservoir of friendly bacteria, recovery is slow and often fatal. With an appendix, the reservoir lives behind a sealed valve, untouched by the flush. Within days, those bacteria flood back into the colon and reset the ecosystem. The mechanism shows up in modern data. Patients who lose their appendix have 4 times the rate of recurrent Clostridium difficile infection. C. Diff is a hospital superbug that thrives when gut bacteria are wiped out. The appendix appears to be the body's defense against exactly that. There is a second function layered on top of the first. The appendix is rich in something called gut-associated lymphoid tissue, or GALT. GALT is where your immune system meets your gut bacteria face to face. Specialized cells called M cells sample bacteria passing by and present them to immune cells. The immune system then learns which microbes are friendly and which to attack. In children whose appendices have been studied at autopsy after accidents, the appendix is one of the most active immune organs in the body during the first decade of life. That is exactly when the immune system is being trained. Removing the appendix is not free. Adult studies show measurable, lifelong shifts in gut microbiome diversity after appendectomy. If Darwin had been right, evolution should have erased the appendix long ago. Instead, it did the opposite. A 2013 Midwestern University study mapped the appendix across 533 mammal species. The result was striking. The appendix has evolved independently at least 32 separate times in rabbits, beavers, koalas, primates, and others. Once an animal acquires an appendix, it almost never loses it. That is not the signature of a useless vestige. That is convergent evolution rewarding a useful organ. There is one more clue. People who have had their appendix removed appear to have a 19 to 25% lower lifetime risk of Parkinson's disease. The leading theory is that the appendix is also a reservoir for alpha-synuclein, the protein that misfolds in Parkinson's. Useful and apparently dangerous. If this changed how you see your appendix, follow Curious Science. Next, the organ surgeons removed by the millions, the immune cost no one warned you about. Your tonsils.